Alrighty, so we have had our BBL surgery. Now let's get into the recovery process. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Breana, and I am currently doing my BBL Brazilian butt lift series. So I think this is video like 4, where we are waking up we're from surgery and we're starting our recovery process. So everything prior to getting the surgery and all that kind of jazz, go ahead and check those videos out. I'm gonna put them in the cards. We have had our surgery. We went back to the recovery house. So now let's get into waking up and recovering. So I'm gonna add a clip here that shows me laying down, like literally like right after surgery.
Oh, the surgery is done, and I'm not in that much pain. I'm just so sore. I'm actually more cold than sore. Like, I'm freezing cold. I'm like really more cold than sore. Like, that's it. You gave me crackers and Gatorade and 2 Percocets, bitch. So I'm about to go to sleep.
The anesthesia was still in my system, so I was freezing cold, and I wasn't in any pain right after surgery. No pain at all. Like, I don't know if I was sore at all. I just, you know, the anesthesia was still in my system. I was loopy. And it's so crazy because like the day before, because, you know, I flew in the day before surgery. I had my surgery the morning after I flew in. So I was at the recovery house the day before my surgery, and it's funny because I was watching all of the girls, all of the women that already had their surgery, and how they were like walking around, and I was like, they're getting dropped off from having their surgery, and I was like, dang, she look fucked up. And when I was getting like unloaded from the van, I was like, oh no, I'm looking fucked up right now. So cold from the anesthesia. I was freezing, I was shaking, I was shivering, I was freezing. No pain at all. But when the anesthesia wore off, I started hurting.
Okay, so another update. Obviously, my face is very sore. My top lip is something serious. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But when I made that first video, I obviously still had the anesthesia in my system, because once that shit wore off, I didn't cry, but that shit was hurting. Like, I was in official pain. Right now I have like just a few little spots that like keep tingling and bothering me. I took some ibuprofen about 2 hours ago, so I'm probably gonna ask for some more pain medicine just so I could get ahead of the game. I haven't really got to fall into scratch that. I can only have ibuprofen every 4 hours. So I pray that this stuff stays in my system, because I'm not about to be in pain. Let me see if you can see my butt. You can't. Where can you? Is that my butt? Oh, look at that ass.
I may be good with pain, I guess. Like I said, I can't stand needles, but maybe just pain. I guess my tolerance or just, I don't know. But it was not painful. Like I said, I would do it all over again. I would do it right now. If somebody said, I'm gonna give you a BB, I would do it right now. Like, I'm not, it's, yeah. But don't let me talk you into it, because I'm gonna talk you into it. I started feeling the soreness when the anesthesia wore off. As far as sleeping, I could not sleep more than 2 hours at a time until like a couple days later. Like the first 2 nights or so, I couldn't sleep for more than 2 hours at a time. Like, no shit, no more than 2 hours at a time. No more than that. It was not happening. It was not happening, even if I took a Percocet.
Good morning. So just an update. I woke up, last night. I could not sleep for more than 2 hours at a time. But, I mean, I still feel rested, I guess. The medicine helped as far as that. it's like as soon as this morning hit. So I took an ibuprofen last night. No, I took a Percocet so that I could sleep. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and took an ibuprofen to try to carry me into this morning. Well, I think that has worn off because I am so sore. Like, it's like the day after you've worked out really hard in the gym, like I can barely move. But as far as like specific areas, I'm only sore. Well, I'm only hurting in my stomach and my back. Like my butt isn't hurting at all. It's just sore like I did too many squats.
Okay, so remember when I told y'all I could not sleep last night? I'm on my Snapchat. I was trying not to take my Percocet, and then eventually I took it at 1 because I could not sleep. And so I took it, and then I slept all the way like through the time that I was supposed to be at my post-op appointment. So I'm now in the car, in the van, going to my post-op appointment, and I have to be on my knees. Obviously, I cannot sit. I'm in the back of the van, and I'm not looking forward to this massage at all. I feel like I'm so sore, and I'm still leaking fluid, and there's a lot of fluid left to be pushed out. I'm scared, but I took 2 Percocets and my antibiotics this morning, so I'll be feeling loopy in a little bit, so hopefully that carries me through.
Dr. Alvarez.
So 2 days post-op and 2 Percocets later, I'm able to walk in the store. My first time being like in public since having surgery. I came to get me some ranch to go with some chips that I have, and I'm gonna get me a soda because I've been drinking nothing but water and tea for the most part, and some Gatorade. Ooh, maybe some peaches. Another update. So I had my first massage today, and it was not as bad as I thought. It was kind of relieving, but I mean, not in the moment. In the moment, it was uncomfortable, but then I got to take my faja off and take a shower afterwards. I still don't have my faja on. So as far as measurements, before I left, I was a 34, 32, 41 because I have big hips already. My waist didn't change. He took the rolls off, and I'm glad because I didn't want this unrealistic ass like waistline, which I know it'll still go down because I'm swollen, but at least I'm not like in the 20s. Like I feel like that's, I don't know, unrealistic. So now I'm a 32, 30, 31, and this is like a 44 for now, which... So earlier I went and met with my doctor for my post-op, and I was able, I needed help taking my faja off, but I put it back on all by myself, so I was proud of that. However, I got home, had to take my faja, got back to the recovery house, had to take my faja off for my massage, and then that time when I tried to put it back on, I couldn't. And to make matters worse, I had to put my boards and my lipofoams on, which are something that will help this not dig into my skin. So it's like a board. And now I have to get used to laying down all over again. And to make matters worse, my braids are coming loose. Well, my hair is sticking out. I woke up this morning and my gown that I had on was extra bloody / fluidy, so I took that like completely off and slept naked for the rest of the night, which felt good because I wasn't as gross looking when I woke up, but I was cold. I was freezing cold. So today I finally took my shower, and which felt great, but it was hell putting my faja back on. Like I had to have help like pulling it over my butt and hips because I'm so swollen. And even when I was getting out of the shower, I got really, really lightheaded, like I was about to pass out. And then after my shower, I was so lightheaded, like I felt like I was about to pass out. So I went and laid straight down, just naked, no faja, so that the nurse could wash it. And then I woke up freezing cold, obviously. I've been going back and forth between Percocets and ibuprofen. But yeah, my hands are still swollen like hell. My face is still swollen, obviously, because I have to still sleep on it. The only thing, I'm able to get up and out of my bed and in my bed by myself, but I'm really, really sore. So pushing myself up is like, it's hurting my front, my back, everything. My butt doesn't hurt that much at all, like at all. But I put this black dress back on that I had on the first day. So I'm gonna show y'all a picture, or I'm gonna show y'all something in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so here we are. You can see my curves in the front, from the front. And I'm very swollen. Here's my butt from the side. There's this, I'm still really swollen in my stomach, so there's still like a little pooch there. But my butt is definitely gonna go down. And it's so funny because I feel like I have to, I feel like I'm walking like bent over, but really I just have ass back there. And I'm not used to like the weight on my backside. For a fact that I'm really swollen in my front area because that's mainly where my fluid is draining from. Like, to that shiny part right there on my faja, right here, that is wet from fluid. So I bet my stomach is like full of it, the lower part right there.
The most pain that I had was like little tinging sensations, like little just tings, like not even sharp pains, like but just like little, like it was just nerves, I guess is the best way I could put it, nerves. The night of surgery, so leaking fluid, y'all, ladies, guys, whoever's watching this. Your girl will leak fluid. Girl, you will leak fluid. There's gonna be a lot of leaking going on. Man, I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna be putting little pictures and videos and stuff in here. When I got up from my bed, the bed was full of fluid. Like, it looks like blood, you know what I'm saying? Because it's bodily fluids, but soaking wet. So everybody's different. So how my stuff went, my third night waking up, my third day waking up after surgery was when I woke up with no fluid whatsoever. I believe it's gonna be in the video. I can't remember the day. It was the third. I think it was the third day. I know it wasn't the fourth. I don't know. The first 2 nights, fluid all in the bed. So, but everybody is different. The one of the girls that was in the room, not the girl from Atlanta, but the other girl, she wasn't leaking fluid at all. So everybody's different. But I can say that if you're leaking fluid for like more than 4 or 5 days, there's probably a problem. Like, it's not that common to leak fluid for that long. It's just something that you're gonna have to, you just had surgery, you're just gonna have to work around it. No amount of gauze, no amount of maxi pads, no amount of anything is going to stop the leaking. And if you try so hard to hold it in, I mean, the fluid has to leak, because when you're getting your surgeries, your lymphatic massages, when you're getting your lymphatic massages, they actually poke your incisions to open it to be able to massage the fluid out. So the fluid has to come out. Yeah, so just be mindful. When I got up, man, I would always wake up cold throughout the night from just a pool of fluid. And but it does not last long at all. It's just something that you're gonna have to work through. Shower. You cannot take a shower the first day. You can only take a shower. My massage was 2 days after my surgery. I know I had my post-op the next day, and then the next day was my massage or something like that. That's gonna vary wherever you go. Took my first shower, and man, it was just so much. It was just so, it was everything. But when I got out of the shower, I got lightheaded, and I ended up like, I felt like I was about to faint just because I hadn't stood up for that long. I'm gonna put the video in here of one of my lymphatic massages, and they're not painful, but they're just uncomfortable, you know, like, because you're swollen, and it's like, imagine somebody trying to massage you while you're swollen, but at the same time, there's fluid coming out of you, like, it's crazy. The third morning that I woke up, I did not have any fluid leaking. The Percocets, they will carry you through. I think that's it as far as, like, recovery for the first couple days. So I ended up going to the hotel, which ended up being right across the street from the doctor's office. Like, it just is crazy. Like, I could have just stayed there the whole time. I wasn't handicapped. I can walk, you know, stuff like that. So I'm going to put like the addresses and stuff here. That way you can see, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I would just go and lay out like by the pool on my stomach. I just felt better because I was around regular people. I wasn't around just a bunch of slow walking folks like looking sick. You know what I'm saying? It just felt better. So on the last day, I walked to my pre-op appointment.
I'm on my way to my doctor's office. The other day I came to the hotel. I stayed at the recovery house for how long I needed to, and then I switched to my hotel just because I wasn't sure how the recovery house thing was going to go, like if I was going to like dealing with other people. But that's my hotel back there, and that's my doctor's office over there, that building over there. So it's not a bad walk at all for being 5 days post-op. It's not that bad. So I'm on my way to get my final massage and meet with my doctor last time before I fly home this evening. I'm so excited.
I just walked like it was like not far at all. I have a video of me walking to my last appointment. Went to my last appointment, and that was it. So flying home is a whole nother thing. I recommend that when you fly home, you have somebody fly home with you. And the only reason I say that is because as the plane takes off, you know, the plane is like this. You have to sit down in the plane for one. You can't stand up until you're at a certain point. Then when the plane is taking off, you're leaning back. You're leaning back. You're putting weight on your butt. It's going to be uncomfortable. So unless you're just gonna like fight and hold up, it's hard. So it's good to have somebody there that could be your strength. You know what I'm saying? Whether they fly out just to be with you, then leave or whatever. Fly back with you or something like that. They don't have to stay the whole time or whatever. But that's just one of the struggles that I had of, you know, flying home. Alrighty, and that is all for the day of my surgery and, you know, the couple days after while I was still there. Basically, overall, just a lot of soreness, not a lot of pain at all, not pain at all, just soreness. So we're going to get into me recovering at home. We're going to get into putting on and taking off my faja and all that jazz in the videos to come. So be sure to check those out.